Are you ready to trade your Pi? I know. That's the question on everyone's mind right now. Pi Network has been buzzing, and today we're diving into the latest updates, the roadblocks, and what we can expect as we get closer to that long-awaited open mainnet launch. There's this unstoppable excitement, like waiting for a rocket to take off, but also a few technical speed bumps and hurdles. Today, we'll break down PiFest insights, talk about the massive KYC push, and discuss what December's mainnet launch might really look like. So here's a question for you. Do you think Pi is ready to become a global currency? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out my previous videos on Pi Network developments, link in the description below for you to catch up on the latest. If you're as excited as I am, go ahead and drop Pi Network to the moon in the comments with your country name. And while you're at it, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to show some love and help us bring you more Pi Network updates. Just a reminder, this video is for entertainment purposes only, and not investment advice of any kind. Alright, let's get started. Firstly, let's talk PiFest. It's this gathering of Pi Network enthusiasts where the community gets to see just how far Pi has come and what's in store. But this year's PiFest felt, well, quieter than last. People didn't seem as eager to exchange their Pi as before. Why? One big reason might be that folks are holding onto their Pi like it's a rare collectible, waiting for that main net launch to send its value soaring. That hold and wait strategy is classic in the crypto world, especially when a token is on the brink of going live. But this leaves merchants who accepted Pi at PiFest in a strange spot. Imagine taking Pi in exchange for your goods or services, only to realize you can't spend it to cover your own costs because Pi's still just a promise, not yet a full currency. It's a reminder that for any currency to thrive, it needs real utility, something that Pi still has to work on to get there. PiFest, in a way, was a snapshot of what Pi Network aims to achieve, and the obstacles it faces. Excitement is there, but the infrastructure isn't quite in place to support it fully. Some merchants even face technical issues processing Pi transactions, glitches that, while isolated, hint at bigger challenges the network will have to tackle if it wants to support millions of users smoothly. Building a solid system that can handle such a massive user base is a monumental task, and Pi Network has its work cut out for it if it hopes to become a true global currency. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. KYC, or Know Your Customer Verification. For those who are newer to the crypto scene, KYC is a process that helps verify user identities to keep the platform secure and trustworthy. But it's not as simple as filling out a quick form. Pi Network is trying to KYC millions of users from around the world. Just imagine the logistical challenge of that. And here's the kicker. Until users pass KYC, their mined Pi is locked up, meaning there's a large chunk of Pi that's mined but isn't circulating yet. So, while Pi has been mined in large amounts, only a portion is actively in use, creating a sort of bottleneck effect. This brings us to the golden question: is Pi ready to function as an actual currency? While PiFest showcased the potential, it also showed some gaps that still need to be bridged. For Pi to operate as a true currency that people can use daily, it needs a reliable, stable infrastructure and a seamless experience. These aren't roadblocks, though. Think of them more like important lessons. Every event, every hiccup along the way gives Pi Network the data it needs to improve. It's like they're pioneering new ground, a bit like mapping out an unknown territory one step at a time. And speaking of new ground, what's the word on the mainnet launch? December 2024 has been circled on a lot of calendars, with the Pi core team setting some ambitious targets. KYC verification for everyone by November 30th, and the final migration of users and Pi to the open mainnet by December 31st. But let's be honest here. Building a stable, secure, scalable system for millions of users isn't a small feat. Squeezing that all into a couple of months could be risky, and while December might be possible, it's also a pretty bold goal. Realistically, a launch in early 2025 might be more practical, and here's a thought. What if they launched on Pi Day? March 14th, 2025, it would be a perfect symbolic moment and give the core team a few more months to iron out any last-minute issues. But as we wait for that big launch moment, there's an important piece we can't ignore. Security. There's no shortage of scams targeting Pi users. Where there's hype, there are always people looking to take advantage. So how can you stay safe while staying active? First rule, protect your Pi wallet like it's a vault. Your passphrase is your digital key, and sharing it with anyone is like handing over access to all your assets. No one from the Pi core team will ever ask for it, so if you get a message saying otherwise, it's a scam. Also, avoid any third-party sites or offers that promise to buy or trade Pi before the mainnet launch. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And let's talk about the importance of staying engaged with Pi Network in the meantime. Keeping up with daily mining not only helps you accumulate more Pi, but also keeps you connected to the latest news and updates straight from the source. Pi isn't just about stacking up tokens. It's about being part of the community, staying informed and riding the journey together. That's what it means to be a pioneer on Pi Network, embracing the ups, the downs, and all the unknowns as the network grows. It's about joining something new, something that's still in the making. Being an early adopter on Pi Network means you're part of an experiment that could reshape the financial world. It's about the vision of a currency that's not just global but widely accessible. So, as you mine, connect, and watch this network evolve, remember that you're helping to build something from the ground up. Something with the potential to make waves beyond just crypto. So what did we learn today? First, we touched on Pi Fest, where we saw how user engagement might hint at people holding their Pi, hoping for its value to spike post-mainnet launch. But merchants at Pi Fest showed us there's a real need to focus on Pi's utility and how essential a solid technical base will be if Pi is to become widely usable. We also discussed the massive KYC effort and how it impacts the circulating supply of Pi, as well as the importance of robust security. And finally, we took a look at that ever-important mainnet launch timeline. December 2024 is still the goal, but early 2025 could be more realistic with Pi Day as a symbolic and strategic launch date. And now, as we wrap up, let's keep an eye on what's next. Stick with the official Pi Network app, stay connected, and keep mining. Each mined Pi is a step toward what could be a game-changing currency. But remember, patience and vigilance will be your best friends on this journey. We're all in this together, watching, waiting, and preparing for what Pi might become. Thanks for tuning in. Today we've covered everything you need to know about the latest updates on Pi Network, from Pi Fest insights and KYC challenges to the much-anticipated mainnet launch. We've seen how user enthusiasm is high, but the network still has technical hurdles to overcome before Pi can truly function as a global currency. It's an exciting time to be part of this journey, but patience and preparedness are key. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Pi Network and all things crypto. Now here's a question for you. Do you think Pi is ready to become a global currency? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have any additional questions or contributions, feel free to share them in the comments as well. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.